Hey, everybody. It is Jen Gear with Jen's Joy Box. And yes, I'm going live on a different page. You know it's live if there's something up in the corner that says live. But tonight is paparazzi and pie. You're like, what the heck does that mean? Then where's the pie? So originally we did these at a Village Inn, but tonight it just didn't work out. So lots of requests were for me to do this training live. So you guys got me. I am live. So if you are tuning in to this show, drop a 1 if you are a current paparazzi consultant. Number one down below. A 2 if you used to sell. Or a 3 if you're a blingy fly on the wall. We are going to have some fun tonight. Lots of questions, lots of training. That's really what it is. We're not selling anything tonight, just lots of fun. So you can invite your fellow paparazzi sisters, and you can ask any questions you want down below. Now, here's a perk. If you tell me your favorite kind of pie, just one of them, down below I will put you in a drawing. It doesn't matter whether you're a current, a past, or a blingy fly on the wall. I'll put you in a drawing for a paparazzi apron that I will give away. So if you are on, say hello. Feel free to ask questions. I do have a list of pre-questions that friends asked, and we will cover those or some that you guys talk on here. We'll try to get to as many as possible, but this is a training that is open to everybody. So let me take this bad boy, and I am going to send it out to my friends through text reminder, and I'm going to message my friends that are in my team group. Hi, Amy. Hi, Brandy. Brandy's a current consultant. She is. Amy is as well. All right. I think we got this. Let me think if I can go to one more place. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Hello. So if you're just tuning in, say hi. We get this bad boy. Paparazzi and pie. All right. I think we'll make this work. So you had caramel apple. Awesome. I like that one. Ooh, we got a pecan pie. All right. I think I did that. Now I can create if I figure out if I can do this right, start a watch party. Hi, Alexi. All right, we are ready to get rocking and rolling with the questions. Like I said, if you guys have a question about paparazzi, drop it down below. If you're just tuning in, drop a 1 if you're a consultant, a 2 if you're a previous consultant, like you sold before a long time ago, or even a year ago, whatever, or 3, you're a blingy fly on the wall. Now, if you drop what your favorite pie is down below, you get a chance to win an apron. Anybody can win it. I will do that tomorrow, though. I don't want to write everybody down tonight. I don't want to be writing and all that fun stuff. So this way I can talk to you and give you my full attention. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie, you had some great questions. Now, for those of you that asked questions before this show started, I'm going to put you in your own special drawing, and we'll draw that again tomorrow too, just so it doesn't get all confusing on which prizes and things we're going to do. So how do we fix spelling on my site? Call paparazzi. Oh, your last name is wrong. We will call paparazzi, and we can get you a phone number for that. Oh, Carol, peanut butter and chocolate chip pie, and we got a blueberry pie. Awesome. Look at you guys. Awesome. So if you're tuning in, drop your favorite pie down below. Yes, we're going to see my hair. I tell you, I have all these baby hairs or broke hairs. What do you call those? Tell me a 1 if you're a consultant, 2 a previous consultant, or 3 just hanging out. Hanging out. Look at this. Hello. We are getting started for our first official. We did a paparazzi and pie this last month. When did we do it? In December, and we just had the camera going, but it was really hard to talk to friends that were live, and then also to the people that were sitting in front of me having pie. So this month we are doing it live. So hi guys. But some of the questions, so like I said, ask questions if you want. Let your team members know. I know, Brandy, I do too, that we are live, and we'll cover a bunch of these questions. So some of the questions for, I know some of the people that are on that asked these. One of the question was, what was the best days for live live shows. Okay, so ask me any question you like. I'll do my best to answer it. If I can't, I will find the answer. FedEx delivered, hey. Okay, the best day for live shows. So who else has that question? Do some hearts if you have that question. The best day to do Facebook live shows. Are you ready for this answer? Because it's good. You might want to get a pen and paper. So, the best days for live shows. Here's how it works. When you start a business on your own, your boss in network marketing business, it does not matter what business it is, whether you're in candles, whether you're in makeup, whether you're in clothing. If you are going to treat it as a business to make more money than just a hobby, I mean, hobbies are fantastic. But when you treat it as a business, you want to buy yourself a calendar, okay? Now, the best times to do live shows is to grab your calendar and highlight the nights or days or mornings or 2 o'clock in the mornings to do your live shows, okay? You want to sit and write down your doctor's appointments, your kids' things, whether you're helping your mom out, whether you're volunteering, church things, all of that stuff. You want to put that down first, and then you want to go back and pick the times that will work for you. Now, I know some of you have jobs that you're like, well, I don't get my schedule till next week, so I don't know what I'm doing next week. I totally get it. But if you can plan out something that is consistent, something that is every Tuesday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, it does not matter the best time for live shows. Some of you might go, well, the evening is the best time for me. Fantastic. Some of you might say the mornings are the best time for me. Fantastic. Just be consistent. The more consistent you can be on your time, the more people will know, just like their favorite TV show. And I keep this as a reminder because my favorite TV show was CSI. And I can tell you when I watch TV, this was pre-kids, right? Now I watch Disney. CSI was on every Thursday night at 7 p.m. I have not watched CSI, I'm telling you, in over 10 years. But I knew, and still to this day, it was Thursday nights at 10 p.m. You want to be that for your show, for your audience. So find a time that works for you and try to be consistent at that time. Now, what you do today isn't going to really affect you for 30 to 90 days. I know you're going to be like, what? I got 30 days till like this is even going to pay off? Yes, you got to keep into it and keep consistent. And it will get there, but you have to be consistent. So if you have a schedule though that you bounce up and down and you're like, well, 1 week I'm at this time, 1 week at that time, make sure you're letting your people know. Maybe invest in a text reminder service. I use one, it's called mobile text. You know, that's something so people get a link to your live show. You can do that as well. Let me scroll back. If you guys have questions, pop them down below. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Jen Gear. I got visuals. You guys like visuals? This is my family. That's my hubs. That's Sam and that's Abby. I have been paparazzi for a little over 8 years, but really only building the business the past 3.5 years. I did craft fairs, any kind of vendor fair I possibly could. I went mainly Facebook Live 2 years ago, okay? Paparazzi for me is an addiction. I like free stuff. I love all the free stuff. I love the free trips. I love that. And I love the friends that I have met, okay? That's a little bit about me. That is why I stay. And of course, because I have a child that's crazy. That's Abby. And I'm paying for gymnastics. So if you guys are tuning in, drop a 1 below if you're a current consultant, 2 if you are a previous, or a 3 if you're a blingy fly on the wall. Let me scroll back for questions. How can you make a bling bag instead of buying it from Paparazzi? That is a great question, Alexi. Now, this one I did not buy. They gave it to me. When you go to their annual convention, they always give you a bag. Does it have to have clear pockets? No. Nope, it does not. It can be any bag at all. But for me, what I did is I use these. These are oatmeal containers and Gatorade containers. I don't know where the lids went. I swear my little kids, but inside are these things called twirly ties. And the jewelry, did you see that? Watch this again. It goes in. And it all fits in there. 20 necklaces. I have the long and I have the short. Okay? 20 necklaces in and out and they won't tangle, right? These are free. If you drink coffee, you can use Folgers cans. You can use all of those. Easy in, easy out. This is duct tape, printed paper, and like, what do you call these? Stickers for scrapbooking to make it pretty. Now, you don't need a bling bag. Any purse will do. Any backpack will do. A tackle box will do. I put my jewelry, oh yes, what's this? A quart bag. That's what I put mine in, okay? Now inside the quart bag, did you see that? Look how easy that was. I pull them out. These are called binder rings. Now binder rings, are these rings? Bookbinder rings, okay? I buy them on Amazon. They're super cheap. But you can put your jewelry on them so your customers and friends can just flip. And they can go, oh my gosh, Jen, I want that one. And then they open it up, take it off, right? Super easy. When you're done, you put it back in there. The same thing with the rings. This is just a sample. Why put a lot of money into it? Don't put a lot of money. They can try the rings. Look, you can organize them by color. But all of these quart bags, they can go inside your purse. And you can carry them around the store. You don't have to be walking around being that mobile advertisement, but you can. So you can put them in there. Stephanie, hey. Let's see if there's any other questions. Today pays off in 30 to 90 days. It does. Put the effort in, you guys. Let me scroll down if I missed your question. Do our selfies have to be us or can we use your pets? Selfies can be anything you want. It's your selfie. Awesome. So they can be anything you want. Whatever works for you. In my opinion, try to do selfies of yourself if you're like, I don't like the way I look today or something. Now, in the morning when I do team trainings or fast shows, I use the filters on my phone and I make myself look funny. And it covers up whether I've brushed my hair that day or not. So it can be, use filters, have fun with it. Snapchat has a ton of filters. And then I save them to my phone and upload them to Facebook. So Snapchat filters and things are like that. So it can really be anything you want. But posting your pets with your jewelry is fine. You're just talking about your pets and the jewelry that they wear. So hello, everybody. All right, some other questions that we had. I don't want to miss any of your guys' questions. If you are on, you can ask a question. That's why you got me. Days for best show. Okay. Someone said, let's see, someone asked about knocking on doors. Who knows an Avon lady? Who knows an awesome Avon lady? I know a lot of really awesome Avon ladies. And that is originally how I got into network marketing, was through Avon. I was an Avon lady for 12 years. 12 years, and I had gotten into Paparazzi. I just preferred Paparazzi better. Not knocking Avon. They are great. They have their cool stuff. But Avon is known for walking door to door with door flyers, things like that, knocking on doors. You know, you can knock on doors or leave flyers. For me, I was the leave the flyer and run. I'm like, get really nervous knocking on someone's door and have someone open the door and yell at me. That's me. Some of you are fantastic and can knock on the door and say, hey, I'm with Paparazzi. I've got this fabulous jewelry in my bling bag. Do you want to see it? Fantastic. I'm happy for you. That's not me. And I've accepted the fact that that's not me. But for me, I've walked for years. It's great exercise and walk my dogs. And I take a tri-fold. I just take a piece of paper. And this just talks about me and Paparazzi. Now, this one is mine. I created it. It really just says, hey, my name is Jen. You know, blah, blah, blah about Paparazzi. You can create it any way you want. If you tri-fold it, means fold it 3 ways, right? You can hole punch it, and I didn't have a hole puncher to show you this. Let's see if we got one. Here, we'll poke a hole in it. So you hole punch it, right? We got a hole. You can take a rubber band and poke it through. Let's see, so I can show you. I got to give you a visual, right? I'm a visual person. Big time visual. Bum, bum, bum. You take your rubber band and poke it through. Yes, I'm using a hair tie, but that's what I got. So you poke your hair tie. I would use rubber bands, they're cheaper. Through, and that's how you can hang it on their door. So you can walk, you can get exercise, and you can canvass your neighborhood with your paparazzi flyers, okay? That's one way to go door knocking, but it's just being genuine. It's just being you. If you knock on the door and someone answers, just say who you are and what you're doing. You know, that is the best thing you can do, and it's just fun, you know, but it is back to the basics. One of those things that, you know, it's outside of social media. Lots of you say, Jen, I don't like being live on Facebook. Okay, well, let's look at other options, you know, and walking door to door is going to get your name out there. So now someone asked, let me scroll back. Where do you get those hangers from for the can? Okay, great question. These are called twirly ties. They are tie racks. They hold ties. They're on Amazon. I want to say 3 for like $3. They're not much. Amazon. Yes, I love Amazon. And then these binder rings. This is a 3-inch binder ring. I believe that one is a 2-inch one. And that one's just the 1-inch one. I used lots of these 1-inch ones before I have my setup I have now. I had boards behind me with all of my accessories out at all times. I went to a different system, and I'll talk about that tonight as well. But you can ask, like I said, guys, ask as many as you want questions tonight. Hi, Tina. Did you get my message I posted on your page? I have not. I'll look for it later. Retta, can you resubscribe to Fashion Fix if you lose it? That's a great question, but yes, you get put on the bottom of the wait list. So Paparazzi will charge your card, I think, I want to say 2 times. It might be 3. And if it does not go through, then they'll cancel it, and you have to go to the bottom of the wait list to get to be part of that Fashion Fix again. Great question. Hello. All right, let's see what other questions we had pre-time. We had this one. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Okay, we did door knocking. Okay, so someone asked to charge for taxes or not to charge for taxes. If you charge for paparazzi taxes, do a heart. Show me hearts. If you don't, do a thumbs up. Let's see the difference between you guys, and then I'm going to tell you my opinion. Paparazzi charges us tax, whatever it is in your city, your state, it charges you tax. So for where I live, it's 5%. So on every piece of jewelry that I sell, I charge $5.25, okay? So if I sell this ring, it is $5.25, okay? Now, when I did not charge tax, I was doing lots of craft fairs, right? I showed you my booth. This was one of my favorite booths, okay? I never charge tax at events. So if I do $100 at that event, I'm out $20, you know? Well, not $20, $5. But the more you do at these events or on your live shows, you're paying that tax to paparazzi. And let me give you a little secret here. Most people pay taxes that it's nothing, right? So you're losing money if where you live charges tax. Paparazzi will charge you tax if you live in an area that charges tax. Now, if you live in an area that does not charge tax, paparazzi is not charging you tax. Now, these crazy hairs. But paparazzi will charge you tax on $5, not the $2.75 that you sell for it, because you're going to sell it for the $5, okay? So in my opinion, I would charge tax. I just wouldn't. I don't think nothing above it. I never, when I switched to charging tax, I didn't apologize. I just said, hey, the total is $5.25. Nobody complained. They just paid their 25 cents. So I would do it if I were you. I mean, if not, you're losing money. Let me scroll back for questions. I had posted, gotcha, Tina. I'll look later, babe. I'll get you taken care of. All right, other questions that we had was for organizing your paparazzi accessories. Now, for me, I have tried so many different methods. It's crazy. I originally had a brick and mortar boutique, a store where you actually walk into and buy jewelry. And I had a jewelry room. I'm trying to find a photo, but it was a room and all of the walls were nothing but peg boards. Okay. That's how I originally started organizing my jewelry. Everything was out of the plastic. Everything was on the wall. Well, when I closed my store about a little over 2 years ago, I brought it home and I redid the same thing. In my room right now that you're seeing, you can kind of see right here, this is pegboard here. I'll just take you over there and show you. So this here is a pegboard wall, okay? Now I've changed it up a bit. I've went to using these tubs and I'll explain this system to you. But this is how my jewelry was before. It was on pegs and by colors, okay? Now I had walls all the way around here, but I moved it to make it work with this new system. So when I had all the jewelry in my room around me, so if you guys were watching me, you'd be able to see all of this jewelry behind me. I had them on those binder rings that I showed you earlier. So only duplicates. So if I had 5 or 6 of the same bracelet, it would be on a ring and then it would be on the peg, okay? Excuse me. It'd be on the ring and then it'd be on the peg. So when I went to show it to you, I would show you one and then I'd have the others there. Then I moved to the system where is what I'm using now. That all of the exact same pieces are inside a bag, okay? So these are all the Glittering Go-Getters white rings, okay? Now, I have my system on a website, and all of my jewelry is in a storage room. But when I bring the jewelry in to show it on my live show, I have a shelf beside me. I'll show you here. We'll flip around so you guys can kind of see everything. This is me organizing my system. So I bring in, I have necklaces to show, bracelets, earrings, and rings. And I have not refilled this since last night's show. These are extras I never got to. So, but you can see in here, these are all of the pink earrings, right? I open up one to show and the rest stay in the plastic, okay? I have my extra bags up here. I have mini, small quart, and the gallon. Those are my favorite ways to organize, okay? So when I show that piece of jewelry, when I pull up that piece of jewelry, and I grab my bag. All right, guys. I say, okay, here's my bracelet. It is one that's out of the plastic. I will show the bracelet. I use these numbers. They come from Amazon. They're two-sided, so they're backwards, whatever way you want to use them. They're plastic, so they don't break. They don't bend. That's the best part. So when I'm showing my piece of jewelry, I'll say this, right? Everybody that wants one will go in their tubs. Now, organizing the leftovers, they go back in the bag, and then they'll go back in my storage room, which is organized by what it is, a ring, a bracelet, a necklace, an earring, and then what color it is. So this ring would be stored in the black metal box, okay? These wrap bracelets would be stored in the silver bracelet box. So if down the road someone's like, hey, Jen, do you have that bracelet? I can go straight to the box and see if it's in there and then how many that is. So as of organizing my jewelry that way, it's helped me tremendously because I'm not handling the jewelry as much. If I show it to you, you want it, I put it in your box, I don't touch that jewelry again until it's time to send that invoice out to you. And then, yeah, they're in my storage room, so it's all organized and kept up. It's easiest. That's what works for me. I've been doing this since September. When I went on the trip, the Life of the Party all expense shopping spree trip in Las Vegas, I networked with those other ladies that went on that, and a lot of them were doing the same thing, and it worked really well. So hopefully I answered your question there. And I think someone asked, how do you store the wrap bracelets? I put them in gallon bags so they lay flat. All of the jewelry should lay flat. You don't want it crunched up. My favorite bags to use are quartz. I got 5 necklaces in here, and they fit great. They're not crunched. I like the snack size bags for earrings. They work good for the earrings and the rings as well. So my favorite are snack size and quartz. They're my favorite bags to use. So if I have one though, that is my demo. So for example, this is the one I'm showing and it's the last one. Obviously it's out of the plastic. You can save the plastic from when you took it out if you want. Or for me, I hate worrying about where stuff is. I just buy some of these cute little bags from the dollar store, and I will put this in here. When you mail out your jewelry, you definitely don't want them to tangle, so I put them in separate bags, okay? So those are cheap from the dollar store. 40 of them for $1, plus it's kind of fun. Other bags I have used are these ones. I've used these chevrons for years, and you can buy these on Nilecorp, NILECORP.com, and they're great too, and they're paper, if you want to order them too. So that's a company I've used forever too. So, all right, let's see. Amy says, can we always offer free shipping? Yes, that's totally up to you. I do. If you purchase 5, you get free shipping. The reason you do that is to entice your customers or friends, family, to shop a little bit more to get that free shipping. Hello, everybody. And what's the reason for offering free shipping? Who has Amazon Prime? Do some hearts. Show me some hearts if you have Amazon Prime. Now, if you notice, lots of websites that you shop from. I was trying to buy my husband beard stuff. He's growing this beard, right? And you go to different beard websites or whatever. This is just an example. You will look for things that say, if you spend this much, you'll get free shipping. The same thing is true with your paparazzi business. If you offer some sort of incentive for them to buy more, they will. Okay. Now, do you have to do 5? No. Could you do 10? Yes. You have to spend $100 to get free shipping? Absolutely. Do you, and whatever works for you. Some people may not like it, the idea of free shipping. That's okay. That's them. But for me, when I changed mine to free shipping, my sales went up. Why? Because everybody wanted to get their 5 to get free shipping. I was having average orders of 1 to 2 per show, right? They'd buy 1 or 2, and then they'd pay it was $3.50 shipping then. They'd pay the $3.50, then they'd buy 1 or 2, and then pay the $3.50. When I changed it to buy 5, get free shipping, my numbers went way up. They were buying 5, they were buying 10, they were just buying a lot more. Why? Because they got that free shipping. That's my opinion. Now, Paparazzi, when we order as a consultant from the company, we buy 10, we get 1 free. So when you get that free piece in, you can decide whether to sell it, whether to keep it, or whether to give it away, okay? Most of mine, I sell, I give a few away. Yes, I love to give stuff away, but most of them, because I get so many free, I sell them. So that's pure profit. That's pure $5 profit. So those that you sell offset your shipping costs completely. What's a creative way to sell rings? During a live show, on your hand is good. I used to write my numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. I would show my rings that way. Ring boxes are great. You can display them there. Napkins, different ways. On scarves, you can take pictures with scarves and having a ring on there. Da-da-da. Jody, how do you bag your double or triple wraps? Double or triple wraps, they're the same way. They are inside a gallon bag, and they're just gently folded in half. None of my jewelry is packed in in the boxes it's organized in. It's all set in there, so none of them are smashed on there. Hey, hi Renee, thank you. I'm glad you found me, babe. I was thinking of you today. I have one size and necklaces are out of the plastic. You know, there are some necklaces, and I can think of these wood beads that I ordered. They were gigantic. They don't fit in a gallon bag. So they are sitting on the top of the bag, and my bag's sitting up. So some of them don't fit in there. You are correct. Tammy, I've noticed since I've gone shop all week, I get more people and save time on invoicing. How do you feel on that? Oh my gosh, Tammy, I will tell you. Since I switched to shop all week, pay on Friday, I did this in September. My time was completely freed up. Before September, I was spending time every day. I was invoicing every night. I was sending, I was sending orders in, or I was mailing orders every day. People were changing their orders all the time. We were having add this or add that, Jen, because they wanted free shipping, right? And I totally get it, and it was cool. But it was happening every day. So I was spending 3 to 4 hours a day because I do this full time, but I don't want to mail and I don't want to bag orders for 4 hours a day. I wanted to streamline it, as you say, to just do it one day and spend one crazy day bagging orders and getting everybody's stuff mailed. So I went from doing that every single day, 3 hours a day, taking forever, to doing it one day. And yes, it takes me all day, but it's one day. Now, those other 4 days, I have spent more time helping my team. My goal is to do daily team chats with them. I've spent more time on my website. I've been building a website so friends can shop, anytime while we're sleeping, right? It's a on-hand website. Paparazzi gives us a free website as a consultant, but when you have all this on-hand inventory, it's nice to be able to share that in another way other than Facebook. So I've been having more time to do that. Plus to have coffee dates, plus to just go hang out with my kids. It was one of the main reasons I do Paparazzi. And now I can go have lunch with my kids. I mean, it really freed up a lot of time for me. It really worked for me. And of course, I watch a lot of the top sellers in Paparazzi. I'm a blingy fly on the wall. I see what they're doing and I'm like, could I do that? Oh, but I don't like that. That's too much. Or I like this. And I take little parts from each of their shows and I make it work for me. I don't copy everything they do, but man, they got some good tips where I'm like, I like the way she does that. Or I liked the way Geraldine did her tubs in the back. Yes, I seen her show and I fell in love with the way she had the tubs. And I was like, I'm going to do that, because it works for me. But you don't have to be me. You don't have to be any of them. You just do you and how it works for you. Question. What was the blank about offering free shipping? Let's see. Okay. All right. Why aren't I being notified when there's new releases? There is no reminder when there's new releases. Paparazzi releases new jewelry at 1 p.m. I know it's for me, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the ticket there is just pop on around 1 and they get released usually between 1 and 1:30. So there's really some teams have text reminders that they send out when stuff gets released. Me, I don't stress about being on right when stuff gets released. I'm usually working and then I'll pop on and order some jewelry. But I'm not the one that's on there right when it drops and I don't order right away. My favorite time to order is about 4:00 in the morning because it's quiet. And I can sit and think. Hello, everybody. Tammy says, I have noticed that my viewers have increased and so have my sales. Yes, good job. What app is easier or better used for invoicing? The only one that I've used is Square. And I've used Square for about 8 years. I had it when I had my store. And I just kept it because I know how to use it. Lots of friends use PayPal, but I've honestly never tried it. So my favorite is Square. Great questions, you guys. Awesome. The free shipping during the lives is, it's up to you if you want to do the free shipping. Yes, Amy, that is your personal PV volume, your dashboard that you have. Awesome questions. Okay. We talked about that one and that one. You guys definitely pop some questions about your paparazzi. If you are tuning in, though, and you haven't done yet, if you have not done so yet, my name is Jen Gear. Welcome to this. It's Paparazzi and Pie. So drop your favorite kind of pie down below. And tomorrow we'll draw for a apron. It's a paparazzi apron. Anybody can win. We'll draw live. Renee says, I'm just now putting together the bins. I can't wait to finish my jewelry room. Yes, I want to see your pictures. A tip with the bins is you want to glue them together. They are not, these ones are glued now. If you don't glue them together and they tip over, you lose everything. That's just a tip. The licks. Isn't that a cool ring, Amy? I tried to get Square, but told me I have an actual, yes, you have to have an actual bank account for Square. That is correct. Just like you will have to have that. How many bins did you get? I have 17 times 7. I don't know, however many that is. That's what I got. All right, let's see. Great questions. Don't want to miss anybody. Oh, I like apple pie. Where do you get your bins? Mary, dollarstore.com, dollargeneral.com, or if you have a Dollar General where you are, go in there. But where we have the, I want to say Dollar General. Dollar something. We call it the dollar store, so I'm trying to think what it says. Dollar General. But you can go online and order, and then they will ship it to your local dollar store for free, or you can ship them to your house, and it was super cheap. So they're great. They just pop together. They are. And I use binder clips to hold on my tags. I was using sticky notes, but then they fell off. Stephanie, you are awesome. That's what I was thinking right here. I got you down right here. One of Stephanie's questions was, how many pieces to show during a live show? Now, the average sale as you start doing your live shows is 10% of what you show. Okay? My average is better than that. And I don't know if it's because I just talk and show. Thank you, Brandy Red and Dollar Tree. Is I just talk fast and I show fast. Okay? So an average for me is at least 75 pieces for a 2-hour show. Now, the reason I know this is because I bought these silly cards from Amazon, right? Before I was using backwards little cards that I had. I was using backwards here. They are right here. I still have them. I was using these. Oh, don't fall. Stay. I was using these. I printed them from Paparazzi. Well, not from Paparazzi. I printed them, but they said Paparazzi on them. So they're backwards, and you guys can see them great, right? I used them forever, but I never knew how many I was showing. So when I bought these cards from Amazon, they're plastic, and if you search Facebook Live numbers, tons of them come up, okay? And I know my goal is to show 100 pieces, whether I'm on for 1 hour, 2 hours, or oh my gosh, I will stay on until I show my 100 pieces. They go through 100. So on my shows that are about 2 hours long, it's about 75 to 200 or 100 pieces, excuse me. When you're showing a piece of jewelry, it is really important, if you have your number, when you're showing your piece of jewelry, count. Now, I get really excited. I talk fast, and I'm just moving. Okay? It's just me. You don't have to be like me. But I count in my head. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, sometimes 5. Usually about 3 to 4. Now, the reason I do that is because if someone's watching the replay and they're like, I want that one, you got to give them a couple seconds to be able to screenshot it and send it to you. Plus, in about 3 seconds, the people watching your show are going to be able to determine whether they want these earrings or not. Now, for me, I created a very jerry-rigged, MacGyver-rigged way to hold up my numbers. Okay? So all it is a stick. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll flip around so you guys can see this. It's definitely MacGyvered. All it is a stick taped to a box, taped to my glass shelf. And this is for weight, so don't tip over. Yeah, you can laugh now. That's fine. And a stick coming out. I taped it so that way I can hold my numbers so they look like they're floating. Okay? I like to not hold the numbers in my hand. I like to be able to go, okay, here's our number. I clip it up there, right? So you see it floating. But since that's holding there, I'm able to zoom in and show you that piece of jewelry. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and describe it, right? And then go out, okay? And while you're doing this, you're talking to your friends that are live with you. You want to definitely keep in touch with everybody and say, what's up? And talk to them, okay? Then I put my pieces on a board beside me. And I'll show you that next, okay? So we're going to come over here and show you what I do next. Bum, bum, bum. So on my board here, now mine's cleaned off from last night's show, but I just put the number there. And the extras will go down below. And I have tabs here that say earrings, bracelets, necklace, etc. So if someone says, Jen, I want a 63, I can grab it really quick versus digging through the bags down below. So that's why I leave them here, so then I can go back and look at them, okay? And you have that floating number there. I do like MacGyver, yes, anything like that. But showing that jewelry for 3 seconds is totally going to help you. Let me scroll back. Thank you. But during your live show, though, when I do fast shows, I usually show about 30 pieces really fast. I will put them on my kitchen table and go over them. Those are fast shows. I try to do those during the day. But to me, it's really any amount of jewelry you can. If you can make sets, it'll help your bracelets and rings sell better. Necklaces and earrings go great by themselves. But to sell bracelets, a lot of times if you connect them with some necklace, they'll buy both of them. So if you can pair up sets, I encourage you to try that. And talk about it. Describe it, you know. And then say, this one would look really cool with a hot pink shirt. Whatever comes to your mind. If you're good at styling stuff, you know, talk about what it would look great with. That would be a great way to just engage with your customers, because we're not always about just selling. We're about building relationships and talking to the people that are on there. So they're cool. Different ways to do that. But depending on you, and you'll figure out what your speed is on how many pieces to show. Now, here's a big tip is, you're like, man, I'm just getting started. I don't have a lot of inventory. That's when you can say, you can do your live show with your pieces. And then you can say, look what we have just in the back website. And you can screenshot, you can download the photos from the back office, and you can post those and say, look what just came out today, or look what the Paparazzi's blockbusters are. You have access to hundreds of pieces of jewelry, and you don't even have to have them on hand. Okay, so you can use those as well. If you're just building this business and you're like, I just started, Jen, I got the $99 kit, I got 35 pieces, I sold them all, and I'm waiting for more to come. What do I do? Because I want to keep going. You can pop on and do a little, hey, this is why I joined Paparazzi. You can do a, hey, this is what my little studio looks like, or this is what I turned my closet into my new jewelry room, or I'm working at my kitchen table. And then look what's on the back office, what I have coming in. So there's lots and lots of options. No excuses. There's so many ways to do this business. It's unreal. Have fun with it. Find the fun. Let me scroll back for questions. Hi, Wilder. Can we do games on your live show? Absolutely. I did games a lot when I first started my Facebook live shows, and I really enjoyed games. I do. I still love games. But what I found for me, was that I created a following of people that just wanted to play games. Now, that was for me. Lots of other friends still do games on their live shows. I save the games and the fun for my shoppers group, okay? Those are the people that shop all the time with me, and I want to make sure I can give back to them. So that's what I do. but you can play games on there. I have a whole stack of games, and every once in a while I'll do one, but that's what happened to me is I found that my shows were more about games than they were about the reason I was on there was adopting out fabulous $5 jewelry. So I was spending more time writing people's names down to play a game, to win a prize than I was showing jewelry. And that it wasn't working for me. But like I said, you can do whatever you like. All right, scrolling up. How long does it take to figure out how many people commented on an item on your live? Usually there's about a 30-second delay. I have to hold a little longer due to the people in Bush in Alaska. Yeah, Alaska probably. I love you, Brandy. Hi, Heidi. Awesome. So if you guys are popping on, say hi. Tell me your favorite kind of pie. Just one, please. And then I'll put everybody in a drawing. Tomorrow we'll draw a winner. I am on tonight. And make sure you push on my face. It'll say like or follow this page. This one is just for training. And it's answer questions and fun things like that. So if you follow this one, you'll get my training tips, my YouTube videos. I have a YouTube channel, Jen Gear Pro. If you find that and subscribe, then you will be able to get those videos when they come out. If you are in my team, you will get those before anybody else. So those get posted in our team group before they come here. But a lot of the training is open to everybody. So, hey guys, Kelly Seats, what's up? All right, you guys can ask any question you like. I still have a few on here that I wrote down. Somebody asked about the lighting. Your lighting for your Facebook Live. If you notice, I have no overhead light on. Now, when I did my live shows, when I first started, I had lamps everywhere, right? I had these lamps here, lamps there, and it's because you want to be able to show off the color of the jewelry. Now, for me, white pearls, they're just tough. Like white pearls, pink pearls, and green pearls, they look white to me on my live show. So I played with my lighting a lot to make sure the color I was seeing in that live video was the actual color of that jewelry. Now, I'll be honest, I thought these umbrella lighting were like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I was watching a training from another paparazzi sister, and she goes, these are the lights I use. They're $45 on Amazon. I'm all, $45? What? So, yes, this girl went to Amazon, bought these lights. I will back up so you can see it. Let's see these lights. Now, you get 3 of them. I only have 2 set up. So, you can see how mine are MacGyver rigged. This is where I stand. I have a mat to stand on. These are my lights. I do have a ring light right there. I'll show you that in a minute. But these 2, and I got 1 more, but I only used 2. We're only 45. I think they're $50 now. But they, with the light above you shut off, these make a perfect bright white so you can really see the color, okay? So this light up here is a ring light. Now I got that from Paparazzi. You can see how I don't have it facing towards me. Why do you think that is? Why? Why do you think? You want me to show you? If you guys have glasses, that drives me bonkers. The alien eyes, right? It is a great light, don't get me wrong. But because I have glasses, I tilt it the other way, and it still gives me that bright light, but it doesn't give me the alien eyes. So if you don't have glasses, yes, you're awesome. I even tried contacts, but I did those a long time ago. I don't like poking myself in the eye. I just, whatever, glasses. So that's what I do there. So the lighting is super cheap. I mean, to me, $45. If you are starting your business, the one you definitely want to invest in some sort of ring light, some light, because that one is huge. I mean, the lighting is so different versus having these versus the ones above you because it creates shadows. If you have it like this, there's no shadows. I use those lamps forever though. So if that's all you got, just stick with it, but put money away so you can get some good lights. Let me scroll back. Dun, dun, dun. Look at all those pies. The ones that you sign up, they're your team. Yes, anybody that you personally sponsored are your team. Anybody that they personally sponsor are also your team. Paparazzi has different levels, generations they call them, and you earn a commission off of those. Hey, pie, cherry pie. What's the perks of having a big team? Well, lots of friends, building a business. Your business will grow. Some of Paparazzi's top leaders have very large teams, six-figure earners. So there's lots of perks to having a big team. Growing. What is one of the biggest no-nos in paparazzi? There's a couple. One of the biggest no-nos that I see that stands out is don't sell in yard sale groups. We can't do that. You can't sell on Amazon or eBay. You can't do eBay or Wish, which I don't even know if you can do that. Craigslist. But yard sale groups are huge, or marketplace. You cannot do that. Okay. If you have two businesses, one is paparazzi and the other one is Sharpie markers with flowers attached. Okay. You sell jewelry, but you also sell markers with flowers attached. You have to have two separate pages. Now, this is a little tricky and there's a little bit of a gray area, but the easiest way to explain it is you have Sharpie page, you have paparazzi page. Now, I'm talking business page. Business page paparazzi, business page Sharpie marker. Personal page, personal. Okay, don't keep them separate, completely separate. Those are some of the biggest no-nos. The other ones are selling paparazzi for less than $5. Even if you're going to take a break for a while and you want to clear out your inventory, call paparazzi and cancel your account, okay? Because if you decide down the road that you want to sell paparazzi again, but you got caught for selling it less than $5, you will lose your account and won't be able to sell ever again. So some people, if you did not know this tip, paparazzi, the one thing I love about paparazzi, when I started, I had two little ones, very little. I was a mom running a store. My kids were always there with me. I think I had a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and I barely did paparazzi. Those first 4 years of my business with paparazzi, I barely did it. I barely did anything with it. And I tell you, I think the first and second year I ordered one time a year. It kept my account open. But that's what's great about paparazzi. So if right now your life is busy and you're like, I just can't do this right now, just take a break. But keep an eye on your numbers or ask your sponsor, your upline, where am I at? When do I need to order? You can always call paparazzi as well. Really, with paparazzi, you want to order regularly to build a business, but you really only need to order 100 PV a year, which is 200 pieces in an entire year, and you'll keep your account open. But if you sell less than $5, your account can be canceled, and then you're not able to sell again, ever, in your lifetime. Let me scroll back. So those are some of the biggest no-nos, in my opinion. Don't sell in Facebook groups. All right, how or where do you look when wanting to try to sell at an event? You know, back when I was doing events every weekend, I did every single event I could find in my town and neighboring towns that I was willing to drive to, or that I had someone's couch I could sleep on, right? And what I would do back then, now we're different now with the social media age, but Chamber of Commerce still posts stuff. In your local newspaper, they might still have stuff. Bulletin boards. Facebook groups are huge. That's one of the main things right now is Facebook groups. So you can search out, for me, I live in Wyoming. I'd search out Wyoming vendor shows. But then I'd also ask around. Come on, how many friends do you guys got that sell candles, right? Think of someone that sells candles. You know they do. Think of someone that sells those cool nail art. What's that called? Nail Color Street or something? Someone that sells makeup. Someone that sells skincare. Someone that sells, you know what I mean? We could keep going. Those are the people you want to text, reach out to and say, hey, Susie, have you heard of any events coming up? The more you ask about it, the more you'll find out. Ask. All right, Jody, if your upline goes inactive because they no longer doing it, Can you transfer to another consultant? No, you cannot. That's great. That's a great question, Jody. When I signed up for Paparazzi, my story is funny. At least I think it's funny. When I signed up for Paparazzi, I begged the girl to sign me up. I begged her. She brought her paparazzi into my little boutique store, set up this cute little card table, and this is way back, over 8 years ago. How long's Paparazzi been around? 9 years, officially as a network marketing business. She brought this into my store. She set it up, and I'm all, how much is this stuff? She says, $5. $5? Everything's $5? She goes, yeah. I said, what do you earn as commission? She goes, 45%. I was like, really? And you can sell it in a store? She goes, yeah. I said, sign me up. She goes, no, I want to be the only one in this town doing it. We're in a town of 80,000 people. I said, sign me up. And she's all, no. All day long we texted, okay? Because if Facebook and Messenger was not huge then, 8 years ago. So we texted back and forth. Back and forth. By the end of the day, I said, look, I love you. If you're not going to sign me up, I'm going to sign up under someone else. So she signed me up. Now, long story short, right? She left shortly after that. She has a very busy household, and it didn't work out for her. Fantastic. Fast forward 3 years is when I started pushing my business and looking more into Paparazzi and going to my first official convention. But you can't worry about who's above you. The person above you, you may really dislike. I was going to say the hate word. You may really dislike her, him, whoever, but they're not the one that make you get out of bed in the morning to build your business. Nope, you are. My boss, I learned that just because I don't have someone above me sending me, congrats, Jen, or Jen, you should do this today, or Jen, it's 5:30, why are you not out of bed? It's all about me. If I want to make an extra $500 a month, I know I have to share the jewelry, whether it's a live show, a home show, whether I'm carrying it around in my car, I have to do that. It's not up to, who is above you. Now, some leaders are fantastic and you're like, man, I wish I was on their team. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. I was there too. I'm like, man, I sure wish I was on her team or her team. But I don't anymore. And that left years ago. I'm thankful that I had the opportunity and that I begged to get into it. Because for me, this is for me. I don't have to worry about someone above me. I don't. I ask questions if I need them, but I reach out to other leaders. I'm a fly on lots of team leaders, groups. They don't care if I'm in there, and I learn from them and see what they do. YouTube is like my best friend. I'm always on YouTube searching out videos on how to do this or how to do that. The same thing with Google and Pinterest. There is so much information now from when I started 8 years ago. Big difference. For those of you that have been in network marketing way before social media, you know what I'm talking about. There was no get on there and search how to have a party, how to do this, how to create goodie bags, how to create whatever. It wasn't there. Now it is. Utilize the tools that you have. So don't worry about them. But as of transferring to another consultant, if you want to be under someone else, you would have to quit for an entire year and then you could sign up under someone else. Do you join other consultants' lives? Yes, Amy, I do. I pop on and cheer my team on. I do. Amy says, what kind of kit did you start with? When I started Paparazzi, I didn't buy the kit. They had 3 kit options. They had the join now for $40. You get nothing. $300. I want to say $600 or $900, and then like a $1,500 kit. I was like, I don't have $300. That's what I said. I don't have $300. I don't have that. I'll pay you the 40. Paid the 40, went on and spent well over $300 on jewelry. I didn't have $300. My butt. I found it because I got on and I realized how much all the cool stuff was. So yeah, that was me. When I started, I paid the $40 to be part of the cool club. And now I'm hooked, Now Paparazzi has different kits. So, and even in January, they got different free stuff in the kits. So you guys that are consultants, make sure your friends and customers know that. So they might want to join you as well. Make sure they know Paparazzi. January is the best month. It's got the most stuff in the kit. So, okay. Awesome. I think I'm caught up on questions. Jody says, my upline is great. Yes, it's Renee. Oh, cool. Yes, absolutely. That's awesome. Absolutely, you guys. If you got a great upline, I have a great upline above me. I reached out to her, I want to say 3 years ago. I called Paparazzi. I said, Paparazzi, who's my upline? Well, your upline quit. I said, I know. Who's her upline? Well, her upline quit. Okay, well, who's her upline? And I went up till I got a name. I got on Facebook and I messaged this girl. Her name is Ashley. She's so sweet. She's awesome. I said, hey, I'm Jen. I'm like your 5th generation down. And I wanted to be your friend and pick her brain. And she's awesome. So she's not my immediate upline. She's not my sponsor, but she's the one closest above me that's still with Paparazzi. And she's awesome. So yeah. Okay, cool beans. All right. Here's one referring. Okay, this was a great question too. It said, should I refer? So for example, if I'm doing this live show, right, and I'm selling jewelry and I'm selling this bracelet, here's a big no-no. I'm going to tell you the no-no first, okay? If I'm showing this bracelet and you're a consultant, you're watching my show, okay? And I'm like, hey, I got this one, and I'm like, sorry guys, sold out. Do you think it's cool if you go, hey, I got one of those? No, that's no cool. But if you personal message me and say, Jen, I got one of those if you want to get it for your customer, that's okay. But when you're on another consultant's show, don't say, hey, I got one of those when that consultant sold out, okay? That's not cool. But you could personal message them and say, hey, Jen, I got one of those. Now, if I sell something out on my live show, but I know my friend Misty up the street has one, I don't do a shout out on my live show. I'll say, let me see if I can find you one. On the live show, I write a note, and then I pop off and I'll personal message my consultants. I don't say, hey, this is this person, go find her and shop from her. I don't do that on my live show. And if I'm a consultant, me getting on, we'll use my friend Retta. Retta's on still, I think. If I'm watching Retta's show and Retta's showing off this necklace and all of her customers are going crazy for it, and she's like, dang it, guys, I only have one. And 5 more people wanted them. And I go and I type in there, hey, guys, I got 5. How do you think Retta's going to feel? She's going to be pissed off. She'll be like, get off my show, Jen. Because it's not cool, right? It's not. But if I personal message Retta and say, hey, Retta, if you still need those, I do have some. Totally cool. But not during your live show and not during on any of the albums, okay? But that's up to you. If you want to say, hey, I'll find it for you, you can, or you can just say it's sold out, you know? Yeah, very disrespectful. Thank you. Yeah, that's perfectly put. Yeah. How do you keep your inventory organized? That's a great question, Jennifer. Now, for me, my stuff is in, I'll say, I use a lot of the Paparazzi boxes. I'm cheap. I recycle a lot of boxes. I use milk crates, but you guys want to go for a walk with me? I want to show you because I'm a visual person. You guys want a visual? Here we go. I'm going to show you a visual. So how I organize mine. Now my jewelry is organized in bags in my storage room. So we will show you my storage room. Okay. Let's see how dark it is out here. Can you see me? Okay. This is my storage room. Now in here, we're going to flip around so you guys can see. I organize mine. I use, yes, you can see boxes. The top 2 rows are earrings. We have red, orange, yellow. Now, and they're organized in little bags, okay? Top 2 are earrings. Now, I get these boxes from Sam's Club, strawberry or raspberries. They're great. Bracelets are stored. So for right now, I really like the crates, so I'm trying to find crates because they just slide in and out. I like stuff that's easy, slides in and out. And they are in these, so it's easy to put stuff away. It's easy to come and look and see which one I'm looking for. But they're all labeled, okay? So as I get more crates, the boxes will go away for these bracelets because I like the crates for them. I also use tubs. Those are my kids' things. Stepping back, these are shelves and these are my rings. So my rings, again, are organized by colors. copper. If you pull open the copper, it is all of the copper rings. Now, if I have duplicates of a color, they're in the same bag, okay? Those are copper. They're all in there. Now, for the necklaces, this one's a little different. I've been playing with this. I have 4 racks. 1, 2, 3, 4. They roll. I love stuff on wheels, okay? So I can pull it out and push it in, okay? Now, something that's working well for me is I'm now organizing them by short and by long. So if I'm looking for a red necklace that's short, I will know to look for it in this box. So if someone's like, I wanted that wood or that plastic or what's it called, acrylic necklace, I can find it, right? So that is what I'm working on now, is long and short. And I don't have a lot of copper, so copper has its own box. The same with brass and the same with oranges. But that is what works for me and how I organize it. You know, I tell you, I have tweaked this system way more than once. You have to find what works for you. For me, this works for me. It is just something that I think, hey, it's dark again. We're walking. This is just something that works for me. Hi. Oh, Abby wants to say hi. Say hi.
Hello.
All right. I won't go finish, okay?
Okay, bye.
But it's something that works for me. I've tried lots of different methods. This system, I've had less breakage. It just works a lot better for me. So that is how I organize it. And like I said, I use those gallon bags, quart bags, and snack bags. Questions. Is it considered poaching a customer if you know they're a customer from another consultant and they're coming to you for information? No, it's not. Now, if somebody wants to sign up for Paparazzi, I always ask them, 1, how did you hear about me? Okay. How'd you hear about me? I seen your live show. 2, do you know any other Paparazzi consultants? Okay. And if they say yes, I ask, did you want to sign up with them? I always ask, because it's happened before. It's happened before where I said, well, do you want to sign up under so-and-so? And they've told me, I want to sign up under you because I know you're not quitting. I know you're there to try to help me. And I'm like, okay. So I always ask. I have connected people with people, and then they were mad at me because I didn't sign them directly up under me. So I always ask, how did you hear about me? You know, and what, why do you want to join? Things like that. Sometimes you may know somebody that does paparazzi, and her friend is coming to you to sign up because she might think that her friend isn't as interested in building her business. So just ask. I always ask. It's always great to ask, because then it's just, who cares? You know what I mean? I'd rather them be happy and connected with someone they know, than just signing them up to sign up every Tom, Dick, and Harry or Sally, Susie, and Misty, right? But that does come to a good note. If you are going to sign up, make sure the person that you sign up under is somebody that's going to help you, okay? There is some like that, because I've had people that we talked about signing up, and then they signed up under so-and-so that was their friend's daughter, granddaughter, sister, mother, whoever. And then they text me and they're like, I should have thought it through, because then that person quit and they don't have that training and whatever they need. So, she can sign up under you, Amy. Have her sign up under you, babe. Great questions, you guys. All right, what other questions? I think we covered a bunch on here. Websites to sell on. Now, lots of people have, and you don't have to do this. I love Facebook. I love Instagram. I'm learning Snapchat. I'm learning LinkedIn. I'm learning Twitter. So I'm learning all of that stuff. You can sell pretty much anywhere, except for what? Except for eBay, except for Amazon, except for Facebook yard sale groups. But selling on websites, there's Shopify, there's stuff called comments sold. I've researched lots of them. I have a GoDaddy website that I've had forever that I want to build for training, and I've started doing these trainings, and I started adding my inventory to it. So you can do the same with like Shopify. It's an online store where people can shop your current on-hand inventory, and they can see what you have on hand. Do you have to do that? No. Facebook, when I do my Facebook group, I do albums of blue necklaces, red necklaces, green necklaces, whatever, red earrings, blue earrings. I organize mine like that. But on a website, you can do the same thing. Now, I've been with Paparazzi a little over 8 years. Yes, a long time, right? So I have a really killer inventory. But you just got to figure out the way you want to organize it. For me, I like the groups in Facebook, but I invested in a website. And I started building my website. One, it is for my team members as well, and anybody, really. That's where I'm going to put a lot of my training. And then two, so my customers can pop on and say, what do you have that's in blue? And I can take them right to the website. So I like website. I like that GoDaddy website I got. But Shopify, you can do those as well. I don't know a lot about them, so I can't answer them perfectly for you. So I apologize. There are YouTube videos that explain a lot more on the Shopify, the comments sold. I did look into those. I just like this one better. Amy, it doesn't matter if you guys sign up today and your sister-in-law, your mother-in-law, your aunt, your uncle, whoever wants to sign up, they can sign up under you that day as well. Alexi, Facebook, nope, you cannot sell on Facebook Marketplace. I think you got. If she's more confident signing up with me, that's fine as well, babe. Whatever works for you guys. I have a LinkedIn account, but not sure how to sell it. So LinkedIn, I just post photos and people can comment on them. That's what I do. Good Lord, I started Shopify today. Yes, go Brandy. I use Snapchat. I'm learning Snapchat. I don't know much about it. Obviously, Facebook's the one I know the most because I've been on it the longest. But with any other platforms, TikTok, any of those social media platforms that you can get on and play on, if you start building on all these different platforms, you're going to have a step up per se, than lots of other consultants that don't want to put in the effort to go on these different platforms. It's not like you have to be on there all day. Go on there once a day and post, and then do your main business. If your main business is Facebook, fantastic. But if you want to branch out to other places, start posting one time on Instagram, one time on Snapchat, take a picture of I'm learning Snapchat, like I said. So take a picture of you in front of your jewelry. If you do the TikTok, do a mini video of your jewelry room and add some cool music. That's what I love about TikTok. That's addicting. Or just play with all that stuff. But just post one time. You don't have to spend your entire day on social media. If you spent 15 minutes out of your day putting work into social media, not scrolling and reading what Susie had for breakfast, but actually spending time posting and get off, you're going to go far. Like I'm telling you, spend that time. I spend my time on social media. I use it as a tool. I don't use it to play around because it does suck the life out of you. It sucks your time. It's gone quickly. And you're like, man, I've been on here 2 hours, right? Me, I get on, I do my stuff. I do talk to a few people, but then I get off. Okay. So, I know we can't sell on Facebook Market. Yes, you are perfect, Alexi. You have Snapchat. Nice. Jennifer says, I just got on TikTok. I was surprised by oh my gosh, it's fun. TikTok is fun, you guys. Like seriously, it is really fun. It's just because it's funny. Humor is awesome. Anytime you can incorporate humor into your business, into your live shows, I love humor. I love doing mini videos where I look like an alien or I look like Santa Claus. I do them a lot, and it's just fun. Have fun with your business. Find the fun filters. If you have children, guilty, they can show you where they are in their phone and have fun with it, because why not? I look at Facebook, I look for the positive, the happy stuff. I don't like to read about, the weather sucks or this sucks or this sucks or this sucks or this sucks. Those people that drain you. Look for the ones that lift you up, and you can unfollow as many as you want. I unfollow tons. Boop, boop, boop. Once you start unfollowing them, you get a better following of people on there. You guys, holy buckets, I've kept you for a while. A couple more questions. I don't know anything about the other social media sites. Definitely learn them. Can we do live videos on YouTube? You can do videos on YouTube, but it's just a completely different platform than Facebook. I want to learn how people do those fun videos on TikTok. Brandy, it takes like 2 minutes to learn. I'm telling you, try it. Like it's seconds. You can learn it quick. It's fun. How long did it take to get your Nile order? A week. Usually a week. Not supposed to take money for product. We don't have that in orders. Yes, Tanya, that's a great question. So if you're pre-ordering for Fashion Fix, and I learned this from experience a few years ago, if somebody wanted the Fashion Fix, right? Or the Life of the Party stuff that's coming out, and they collected money up front. They said, I want 5 of those necklaces, 5 of those, and they collected all this money, and they got on, and they sold out, and they had all that money. I hated that. That happened to me once. This was before Paparazzi changed the rule, just so you know. So, I quit doing it. I did it one time where I had to refund all these people's money. This was years ago. This wasn't recently. So do not collect money, prepayment for anything, only for what you have on hand. Okay. And that's the fun, tricky part about the pre-orders. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they sell out, but it's all in your attitude, right? Your customers don't know whether that ring sold out in 2 seconds, right? They don't know unless you throw it out there, okay? So it's all in our attitudes, how it does. Paparazzi comes out with new jewelry every day. And we all don't want the same stuff. That's what's beautiful about Paparazzi is it always changes. No catalogs. Holy buckets, that's what sucked me in, right? No catalogs. I was paying for catalogs. I was mailing catalogs. You know how much money I spent? Whew. No catalogs. They change their jewelry all the time. It moves so much. If you order small orders consistently, start with once a month. If you can move up to twice a month, do it. If you can move up to weekly, do it. Small orders, replacing what you sold. If you sell 20 pieces, buy 20 pieces, buy 30 pieces. Start building that inventory. And after a couple months, you will have a really good selection. You just have to keep reinvesting. Can't go live on YouTube unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Jennifer. I didn't know that. Thank you. When does Life of the Party come out? We order on the 14th, and it comes back usually the 20th. Did they discontinue inspiration pieces? Paparazzi stuff changes all the time, and sometimes they'll come out with more inspiration pieces. It just changes all the time. You guys have amazing questions. Holy buckets. Love it. So this Paparazzi and Pie night was just something fun that we put together. We've almost been live 2 hours. Holy guacamole. Well, 6:30 to 7:30. I guess almost an hour and a half. Or 7. We started at 6. I don't remember what time we started. Was that there? Anyway, we are... this is something that I do with my local paparazzi consultants, where we get together at a local restaurant. We have pie, and then we just visit, But it was requested by a few friends to do this live. So if you guys want me to do this again, just let me know. We'll schedule another one where we can answer as many questions as you want. Or, ask your sponsor, ask your upline, or, you can send me a message too. So they don't have any, maybe they don't right now. They might have some next week. I don't know. They might have some tomorrow. I don't know. I hope you guys have found some tips out of this. Tomorrow I will draw a winner for the apron. For those of you that commented your favorite kind of pie, we'll draw. But be sure, my trainings are on my YouTube channel. It's Jen Gear Pro. And I also post them here. So be sure to push on my face. And it'll say like or follow Jen Gear. This is the training page. Yes, it is a training page. We will never sell anything on this page. So you can tag your team. It's just training. And you can share it with your team as well, just to help you. That's my goal, is to help you guys as much as I can, since I have my own private team group. That's one where in my personal team is where I do challenges, incentives, and prizes. I do that for my team. I do a lot more for that team because they are my team, right? But I want to help as many other people as I can as well. So I would like to pop on here again. You guys just let me know if there's questions that you want. We will do them, okay? You're missing the pie. I know I want pie too. I went to Dairy Queen. My kids don't know. I went before they got out of school. It was best, like Blizzard. It was a peppermint chocolate, what was it, peppermint hot cocoa. If you haven't tried it, try it. You guys, have an amazing night. Thank you again. We'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody. Bye. Brandy.